have some fun craft dies in your collection? Have you considered creating a scrapbook background with them? Hello everyone, Miss Carrie here. Today I'm going to share a simple, colorful background that you can create with your craft dies and printed pattern papers. On my desk I have the June kit from Hip Kit Club. The main kit has a new color palette that's unique to Hip Kit, and I just love this change up. The greens, yellows, blues, and orange hues can be used for so many projects, and they are great for people like me who make masculine pages. The Getting Around Town kit has 24 themed prints and a collection of matching embellishments. In the main kit, you receive 12 two-sided pattern papers, chipboard frame stickers, puffy alpha stickers, 2 sheets of rub-on transfers, cardstock ephemera with silver foil accents, and enamel shapes. I love the silver ones in this collection. On today's layout, I'll be creating a background with one of the new Hip Kit dies. This cityscape die has some great details. As I create today's layout, I'll also bring in some cardstock and a few additional supplies. As always, I encourage you to use what you have in your collection, but if you would like a list of the items I used today, I have provided you with a detailed list in the description below, along with a link to this kit. Let's get started with the project. I'm recording a memory of a trip to Lake Nona where we snapped a photo across from our hotel. It's a larger photo, so it stands out on that busy printed background paper. I selected this hometown stripe pattern, and I'm going to layer the cityscape over the top to create the look of skylines across my page. From the June cardstock kit, I'm using Quiet Blue, Glee Green, and Cheeky Orange. I also had to pull in an orange and yellow cardstock from the March collection to add to this page. This die does a great job of cutting out all the little details. I'm using a standard thin die sandwich in my spellbinders machine with the thin metal die shim. To add some interest to the page, I cut apart a few of the die cuts and I'm staggering them over the patterns on the page. This type of background is a simple one that can be replicated with a variety of dies. You could use florals or leaves, shapes, or another themed die like this cityscape. I cut mine from cardstock, but you could also cut them from pattern paper. You can add some stamped images, mixed media, or colorful stitching behind your dies. There are a lot of possibilities when you layer dies over pattern papers like this one. Off camera, I adhered the background to some intense blue cardstock. My original plan was to use this color of cardstock for a photo frame, but I decided to cut out this skyscraper pattern instead. This is part of the cityscape pattern paper. The building images are abstract, but they will create a division between the colorful patterns in the background and the photo. They're also similar in shape to the background die cuts, making it look almost like buildings in the foreground. Now I want to bring in some of the chipboard frames and die cuts from the main kit to place around my photo. I'm going to add some darker blue items similar to the page frame. I find that this draws your eye towards the focal point image. To add more weight around my photo, I'm going to create a horizontal line with die cuts. I have some trees and a tag that says Adventure. This tag has some great silver details that I love. Above those pieces, I'm going to add a title from a transfer sheet. I like to secure my transfers with mint tape. This prevents them from shifting, and I can use the tape like a hinge to lift the carrier sheet and check that the image has been transferred to my page. The title says it was incredible, and it really was. Being able to see that large silver statue in person was an awesome adventure that day. Now that I've added some green and a small amount of orange to the right side of the page, I want to bring those colors near my photo. I'm going to tuck this chipboard frame up here to create a diagonal line with the trees. I like the saying on this orange phrase, so I'll place it here below the trees, and I'll bring in another chipboard frame near the photo. By adding these light colors in both areas, I'm creating some balance and flow on the layout. Now I need to add a dark blue item over here. This photo op chipboard piece is perfect. It has dark blue in the background and some green and orange. At this point, I need to find a way to connect a few of these elements and create visual triangles of color. I'm going to bring back those transfer sheets and start with this dark blue arrow here near the title phrase. To bring more of that dark blue near my photo, I'm going to add this row of dots up here. And then I decided to move that orange frame to the lower part of the photo and add another line of dots to finish up a frame. I also added a few more of the transfers to my photo near the base of the page. As I finish this up, I would love it if you took a moment to let me know that you're enjoying today's project by tapping the thumbs up icon and subscribe to this channel. I appreciate your support in helping this channel grow, and your comments are always welcome. Some of the die cut shapes I used have silver accents, so I'm going to bring in a few of these silver enamel shapes to my page. These are also reminiscent of the silver dog statue in the photo. I love the way these look, don't you? This brushed silver would be perfect for the winter holidays. Here is the completed page. I ran this through my sewing machine and added a double-stitched border. This gives it a nice finished look. I also took the time to add some journaling. On most of my layouts, the journaling cards are blank because I gift the pages to someone else. Since this is a page for our books, I took time to add it. I used my printer to print on one of the die cuts. This originally said "we ate" here, but I covered that up with another phrase. I also added some more dot transfer images and a few chipboard elements, die cuts, and an enamel dot. All the colors that I used up here match the items near my photo, forming nice visual triangles of color with the blue, orange, and green. This is a simple way to add some more pieces to the page and fill in the details of the trip. Today I shared some unique ways to use your dies to create stunning backgrounds on your pages. The cityscape die is perfect for vacation photos, but this type of background can be replicated with just about any craft die and pattern paper in your collection. If you're one who enjoys pinning photos to inspiration boards, I've added still shots of this layout to my social media posts and website for you to use. If you'd like to see more of my creations, you can visit my channel or visit Miss Carrie's Creations online. I want to thank you for joining me today. I hope this project inspired you to try something new. If you have any questions about the project or the supplies I used, feel free to leave that in the comments below. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I can't wait to see what you create.